What's up, guys? It's Brian here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of little mini MOCs I've been working on recently. There's an account on Instagram called Faraway Bricks who posts these really cool little vignette style MOCs, and he gives directions in his posts on how to make a little vignette basis so that you can make your own vignettes. And I got really inspired by this idea. As you guys kind of know, all of my big MOC building pieces are still back in New York at my old house, and I can't bring them into my tiny apartment just yet. But these little vignette MOCs are actually perfect to display on the various shelves that I have around my apartment. So I'm going to show off these vignettes that I posted on Instagram at some point last week, and that actually got a lot of likes, so thank you guys very much for the support on that post. But for those of you who are here on YouTube that are not on Instagram, I'm going to show you the vignettes that I have been working on. But if you want to see the instructions on how to make them, I'm going to send you over to Faraway Bricks' Instagram account because I don't want to take all of his content and put it in this one video. So if you want to see the directions, go follow his page. But without further ado, let's get straight into the little vignette MOCs. So as of the recording of this video, I have made 6 of these little vignettes so far, and I'm very, very happy with how they all came out. I'm going to show them to you guys in the order that I built them, but I just wanted to give you this overview first. I made 3 different Clone Wars or Episode 3/Clone Wars ones with the Commander Gree 41st Legion, the 212th, and the 501st, as well as Octu Luke Skywalker with his training orb, as well as Ahsoka from The Mandalorian. But let me get you into a close-up view of all of these vignettes. Now, the very first vignette MOC that I did was of my custom version of Mando Ahsoka, and I really just wanted to give her a proper display piece. And this isn't my best work as a vignette so far, but it definitely came out very nice, and I'm happy to have this vignette in my collection with my custom Mando Ahsoka that I will indeed show off, because I know people are going to be asking that. How I made this is I basically took the Ahsoka pieces from 2020, added on Barriss Offee's 2010 torso, as well as the Lone Ranger legs from way back when the Lone Ranger sets came out, as well as a waist cape. So very, very simple. I got these lightsaber pieces off of Bricklink, so you can go get those for yourself as I throw Ahsoka across my room. And that is how I made Mando Ahsoka. Very simple, but I think it gets the job done in a purist custom type way. And there's the little vignette. Nothing too crazy about it, but this is kind of meant to represent when her and Mando are just finally finishing their little fight, and he's going, "Ahsoka Tano, Bo-Katan sent me," and she's kind of just standing there like in the woods, kind of looking at him, ready to fight. But I really like the way this came out, but let's get into the other vignettes. Now, when I started making these vignettes, I did not have a place to display Captain Rex, which is one of the reasons that I tried to make these little vignettes. And I made this one for the 501st. The base is a dark blue color, because that's just the color that I saw on Bricklink and decided to order for the vignette. And I think the rest of it came out very well, very nice. The floor is very simple tile design with some great pieces. The jetpack trooper is standing on 2 little jumper pieces that came in the Marvel CMF series, as well as they all have Clone Army custom weapons, by the way. And there's another 501st trooper back there, and you can kind of just see how this was built. Nothing too crazy about it. These are jumper tiles that these 2 figures are on. There's not a lot of clutch power in this Rex figure for some reason, so he always falls off. But very, very happy with my little Rex display. And what would a Rex display be without a Cody display next to it? You guys have known I've had this Cody figure forever. I got him back in 2014 from Minifigs For You. He was a limited release. But I'm still very happy with how this little vignette came out. You guys know how much I love the 212th, so I had to get some little Utapau troopers and some Utapau texturing down at the base there, as well as a little bit of layers back there to get the 212th trooper to stand up back there, as well as the airborne trooper, who's actually kind of on a little trans-clear piece there, so he's kind of a little bit airborne, actually. But still, really like the way that this vignette came out as well. And to round off the vignettes that I made for my clones, the most complicated one that I made thus far is the little Kashyyyk vignette with Commander Gree, as well as the Scout Trooper and the regular Camo Trooper back there. The groundwork was very hard to get complete. You can kind of see how I did it all down there. I forgot a piece down there, and I keep forgetting to add that little tile in there so that it actually fills the hole. But the way that this came out, I think, is very nice with the lily pads, as well as the tree back there, which you can kind of see how I got to be at that little curve. I used a cylinder brick down there, a cylinder piece, as well as some tree leaves up here with some vines and lily pads. And this one looks very good from a lot of angles. So I'm going to take this off of this little stand here just to show you what the tree looks like up there. And I really like the way that this one came out. I really wanted to get a tree in one of these vignettes, and I'm very happy that I was able to do it for my little Kashyyyk vignette. Another figure that I really wanted to give a proper display to was Ahch-To Luke, so naturally I made a little Ahch-To vignette for him with this mountain behind it, as well as having a porg there, because I just had to have a porg. He's holding a little fish, and he's on a little bit of an elevated ground. It kind of goes up a little bit, and then there's the back of the mountain. Not very pretty back there, but I really like the way that the mountain detail came out behind Luke, so it looks like he's standing next to a mountain, maybe at the edge of a little cliff on Ahch-To, as well as having his little stick there, his walking stick, and just having a porg back there kind of just adds a splash of color and ties the whole thing together. But I really, really like this Ahch-To vignette. And if you guys don't know, The Last Jedi is one of my favorite Star Wars movies, so I just had to have a proper display for Luke Skywalker. And speaking of Luke Skywalker, this vignette I kind of threw together in about 10 minutes, but it is Luke Skywalker with his training orb. I wanted to give a little display to the Luke Skywalker from the 2011 Millennium Falcon, who has the blast shield printed on his face, as well as that gray helmet. And I did recently get the training ball from Bricklink, as well as this is an extra lightsaber blade of Ahsoka's. And then I just threw some flooring together, and this is literally it. I just gave Luke a lightsaber and had him fight the training ball. And this one is pretty much, that's it. There's nothing really much to this one. It's not my favorite one because it's not very well detailed and because I only spent like 10 minutes on it. But still, it's a nice little vignette to throw somewhere on a shelf. So there you guys have it. There's my little collection of vignette MOCs that I have been working on recently. I do plan on making quite a bit more of these, so I already have like 4 more planned out. So I hope to bring you guys another video showcasing those at some point whenever I do complete them. But again, shout out to Faraway Bricks on Instagram. If you don't follow them, go follow them and go see the instructions on how to make little vignette bases for yourself so that you can build little MOCs for yourself as well. These are very good places to start in order to get some basic MOC building techniques, and it really does teach you a lot about trying to cram little details into such a small space. It's only a 4x6 area that you're working with to make these vignettes happen, so getting all the details right can be very tricky, but they were a very fun building challenge, and I'm much looking forward to building more of them. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. What other vignettes do you think that I should make? If you guys know the figures in my collection, what should I make? Leave all thoughts in the comment section below. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks again for watching. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.